Today I'd like to do another quick video. I uploaded a one sheet wonder, and this was the extra sheet I made with that. So I figured I'd make a Mother's Day card, and I just put the mom raised on there, and on the inside I put "Because of you, I am me, Happy Mother's Day" with the flower, and I did it on the envelope too. So let's get started. I'll tell you what you need. Put them there. I used, that's an envelope so we can stamp. I used the thick Whisper White, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. Then I've already cut out my letters. I used a piece of rich raspberry, and this measures 5 1/4 by 4, and this measures 5 by 3 3/4. I cut the letters using the large letter framelit dies, which are available in the regular catalog. And for this card, you can see it here, I used the pink foam, this one, and it's got the sticky tape on the back. It's really good, but I didn't have any white, so I decided for this one I'm just going to use the regular white foam and glue it. So I've already cut these out too. They cut out perfect as well using the same dies. So let's get started. So first, what you need to do is take your card and put it there, and put your O in, and it goes that way. Make sure you have it lined up with your pictures. And then we're going to take a little bit of Tombow and put some glue in the middle, and make sure you have this the right way up and place it in the middle. There. Now you can pick up your O. Right. Now we can stick this down, and I used fast fuse. And glue as well. I just put fast fuse on the edge. Oops, didn't tick. I'm stuck. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me you ran out. Oh gosh. Try it now. No, still won't work. Sorry. Aha, I think I got it now. There. And tick. I didn't use that on it. What I did was I took my two-way glue pen and I just dabbed some glue on the pointy parts. This is where I marked to cut the paper. I'll do around the O and on these pointy parts too, just so as we can stick them down good around the edges. Yeah, that should be good. Oops, now I have glue everywhere. Alright, now I might want to put my O back down just to make sure I get this in the right place without it sticking to my fingers. Alright. And then pat it all down. There. It's not exactly even. You can trim it off. This is not even, and I will get my trimmer and just trim it a tad. We just fix our mistakes. So take a little tiny bit off of there. Oh, that'll do. That will do. Right. So now, press these down. I'll take my letters, and I'm going to use Tombow for these. Make sure I have it the right way. Yeah, the skinny side goes on the left. Just dab it around. You want it to stick good. Place it in the bottom. And then everything else should line up. There we go. There's the M. Oh, I got too much on that. This Tombow comes out kind of fast. Right. Line it up on the bottom. There. Sorry about the telephone. Hopefully my husband will get it downstairs. It kind of fits in the slot if you get it in the right place. There, it's got a little bit of a slot in there. So there's our mom. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take the sweet sugar plum that I used on the flower. On this flower I used Blushing Bride and sweet sugar plum, and then for the center I used crumb cake and chocolate chip, and then for the leaves I used pear pizzazz. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of color on the edges, just so it kind of shows off a little more, just a tad, and a little bit in the middle. I can pick them up. If you haven't checked out my previous video, it was a one sheet wonder using this sunflower set, Painted Harvest. I had some pretty cards in there you might want to check out. That'll be good. There we go. All right. So now we just do the same thing and put some glue on our foam. Like the pink one, it had it already on the one side, so you just had to glue the one. But I think I'll like the white better. I'll send this one to my mother-in-law. She's 94 years old. She lives up in Massachusetts. And we live in Florida. There we go. So now take your letters, make sure you have the right ones. I should have checked that first. That's that one, and that's that one, yep. Just make sure you match up your pattern from your backing so it looks the same, and then press down. At least with the glue, you have a little time to adjust it. So if you don't get it exactly right, you can move it somewhat. There. Now the O. Yep. Sunflower goes up top, the middle. Move over and up just a tad. Press it down. Okay. And then we just take this and we glue it on our card. Well, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to use fast fuse. Press that down a little bit. Uh-oh. Get back down. It's not quite dry. Let it dry. Don't do what I do. Do as I say. I used to tell my kids that all the time. Yeah. I should have let it dry. That's okay. It's still good. All right. Now center it on your card. There we go. There we go. Now for the inside sentiment, this was the set I used for the sunflowers. I used the sunflowers and this leaf and the center and the little 5 dots. But for the sentiment, I'm going to use You're Inspiring. This is only available in the Occasions catalog until May 31st. So I will use Because of You, I Am Me, Happy Mother's Day. And let's put that on a block. And again, we're going to use Sweet Sugar Plum ink. There we go. I'll put it up here. Because of You, I Am Me. There we go. Oh, I actually need this out still. So let's take the Blushing Bride. And the largest backing one, the background one. I've got a piece of paper on it. And put it on your block. These photopolymer stamps get stained from using reds. And especially blacks too, so they still work fine now. And this is supposed to look like a watercolor, so it does not stamp the full image. We're going to stamp it down in the corner. Hold. Don't know if you can see that or not. And then we will take the next sunflower, this one, I'm going to stamp in Sweet Sugar Plum and just kind of line up your middle and stamp. Isn't that pretty? I think it's so gorgeous. I'm going to leave that open. Then we'll take our center because I have to do the envelope, so we will get that too over here. Take your center and just pop it in the middle. And then your little 5 dots. I'm going to do that in chocolate chip. That was crumb cake. So let's do chocolate chip in the center. So there's our card. Now let's decorate the envelope. Make sure we have it the right way up. So we take Blushing Bride and stamp in the corner again. There we go. Don't need that now. And then we'll take the Sweet Sugar Plum and stamp over that. Should be good. And middle, about there. There we go. And I'm going to do it this way. Close up my Sweet Sugar Plum. And then we're taking the crumb cake and we'll use the center. And then the, can't see now, chocolate chip for there. I'll clean my stamps off in a second. Oh, boo-boo. Uh-oh. Well, let's do another one. Can't send that out, can ya? Right. Disregard that one. Right. Start again. Right. So we need Blushing Bride. Down in the corner. And then we'll take Sweet Sugar Plum. I think this would make such a pretty card to give to your mom. Wish my mom was still alive. I'd send her it for sure. There we go. Crumb cake. Just stick that on there for a minute. There we go. And then chocolate chip. And that is it. Now for the top of the envelope, the outside, I just took a piece of my paper and I actually took Fast Fuse and just did it all the way around. And then stick this on the edge. There we go. That down. And take your snips and just cut it off. You could put it on the inside, then you would have to re-glue your envelope or put some tape on it to close it. I actually did it both ways on that one, the other sample card. It's on both. I'll just put tape on that and close it up and send it that way. So now we have our envelope all pretty, and you could take your Sweet Sugar Plum again and just darken the edges a little. Just a tad. Just so you don't see the white cut mark. It just kind of blends it all in. There we go. So there is our card, our envelope, and here is our card. You could just leave it exactly like this, or you could use a wink of Stella. I did use it on here. I don't know if you can see the shiny part on the mum, but it really doesn't need it. I think it's pretty as is. But I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this and maybe give you an idea to make a card for your mother for Mother's Day. It was Mothering Sunday last week in England. I wish my sisters both still live over there, and I wish them a happy Mother's Day, but ours here isn't until May. So you got plenty of time to make this. All measurements and supplies needed to make this card will be on my blog and on my website. And my website will be listed below, but it is www.astampingnana.com. I appreciate you watching, and you have a great evening. Good night.